So let's put it on. Let's put it on a status. Let people know that okay, we are live now. Let's do that 1 minute and start what we have. So yeah, we are going to start this all right now. So today, I'm having a number of friends that will be joining us for this amazing meeting. It's going to be really awesome. I can assure you that. If you are meeting me for the first time, I'm testimony. I'm testimony Olajire. I'm a medical doctor, and I'm a content writer. I've been doing this for the past 6 years. So that's freelance writing, but I've been writing for more than a decade now. And my major platforms I work with are Upwork and LinkedIn. Um, those are where I put out. I have more clients who I work with, and I've been I'm focused on medical writing, health content writing, written a number of blogs. Occasionally, I take detours into other niche. I have a number of articles, a lot of articles for in the automobile sector actually, but I'm focused primarily on health content writing, and search engine optimization. So that's about me. Uh, and so today I have a number of friends that will be joining us very soon. I have Tobi Amure and Mike-Dave Ayeni. Mike-Dave is both of them are also content writers, and they have amazing stories which I can't wait for them to share with you. Yeah, so they'll be joining us very shortly. Toby will be joining us very shortly. And then, so the way it's going to go is that I will talk for a few minutes. Then Toby will come up, and then when Toby comes up, then Mike Dave will come up, and then after that we'll have like a short question and answer session. I have some questions already prepared for them. Then you guys will also um, have the opportunity to ask us questions at the end of it all. So it's going to be very amazing. And the reason why I brought some of these guys is so you can have a mix of perspectives, you know, on what has worked for different people, you know. As well, aware, I know a number of you want to, are interested in making money from writing and all of that. So one of the things I've learned, in our line of work is that there's no one size fits all. Now there are general principles that work. That if you gather about say 5 to 10 people together, that okay, how did you start your journey? You'll see some general principles. You'll see some interesting facts that cut across different lines. Where by the time if you narrow it down a bit, you cut it down a bit, you find out that well. Uh, some people have some special things about their stories that are quite different, and all of that. So that's why I like to have a mix of perspectives. Getting. I mean, I'm so sure that you will learn a lot of things this evening. Yeah. So yeah, once again, you're welcome to Writers Connect. And just before I start, like I go straight. I want to ask you, tell me where are you presentation now. I want to ask you where are you from? Just drop it in the chat box. Just tell us your name and where you're joining us from. Just that very briefly while I continue. Yeah. So just drop your name, what you do, and where you are joining our webinar from. Just your name, what you do, and where you are joining our webinar from. Your name, what you do, and where you are joining our webinar from. Can we do that in the chat box? Yeah, I'm waiting for us. Let's do that. fantastic, Dr. Daniel. Wonderful. That's great. I'm excited. Yeah, yeah. So that's good. Yes, Mr. Firm is joining from Washington State. Amazing. I'm still waiting. Let's see. Let's waiting. Okay, Odumoluwa from Songwater. Wow, fantastic. That's great. Nice to see you. Nice to see you here. Olwatosi Additional from Lagos. Yes, that's great. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, and Luakpo from Ibadan. Wow, nice. All right, Grace. I think that's about everyone. Fantastic. That's good. So, yeah. Mr. Farmer, please put on the group chat again that we have that the meeting has started, that people should join and all of that. Put on the group again. That's the, yeah, just put on the group again so that people can join and all of that. All right, so yeah, so today I said I'll just be giving. I had a presentation last week. Yeah, that was we were planning to make it put it on because it was really we had a very great time. You know, I was explaining a lot of things about writing. I went into a lot of details. Yeah, so this week I'll just be emphasizing some concepts when it comes to content writing. Some of the things that you should understand. And the team is help. How do I find my clients? So I'll just do a little rundown of, when it comes to clients, what you have to do, some of the things you have to do. And I said, the other speakers, when they come on board, they will also be talking about these things. And I mean, it's going to be really awesome. So I want you to really prepare your mind for that. It's going to be very awesome. Right? So one of the first things is you have to define who your clients are. That's one of the first things I would say. Um, when you start out writing, many times you, you usually most people now they are different. What's the word now? They're different. As now I was saying that they're different parts. I have some people, and that's one of the questions I'll be asking all the speakers when they come on board. That okay, um, what have you? How did you start? How did you start writing? All of that, yeah. So what you'll be doing? There are different parts. Some people start out with they they just stumbled on the client. They just stumbled the client. Yeah, sorry, I went off that. Yeah, so some people just can you hear me? Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, fantastic. Yeah, so some people start out with just okay, they just started writing, and then from there, just one other person maybe will be coming another writers connect edition. Maybe I'll bring you on because I know how we started. He started writing for guys like me. We had jobs, so you were writing for us, and then over time it got so good. I mean, I think everybody that I know, everybody that I know him that know worked with him was always complimenting very very. He's a younger brother of one of my colleagues, very very excellent writer. And then all of a sudden, next thing I know, he also started getting clients, from outside the country, and then he now started employing writers to work for me. His story is so amazing. So there are some people that's how they started, decided writing for other people. Some people started with my story was just okay. I said I got a friend that introduced me to this, and I was like, okay. I remember both of us even worked for the same client at some point in time. And the clients preferred my work. It was so funny, I tell you, because both of us working for the same client, and then the client preferred my work, and the client said, okay. So the guy stopped working with him, but kept working with me. I tell you, it was so funny because it was like, what are you writing for this guy, this lady that she's preferring your work, and then she kept working with me. She stopped working with him. At some point, he asked me to write in this job for him. I said, sorry, I can't do that. I'm so busy right now. It was so funny, I tell you. So so I said, this client introduced me. This friend introduced me to this, and that was how my journey with working with different clients came about. And I worked on freelance platforms. I told you, majorly on Upwork. I also tried Fiverr, but Fiverr just didn't click with me. I, I don't know, for some reason, it just never, it wasn't my thing. Or maybe I wasn't patient enough to sit down on it. At some point, I also got some clients on people per hour. Yeah, people per hour pays in pounds. People per hour pays in pounds than it actually. So I think I got one client there once, but I don't know what happened. Maybe the job in poultry or something. I can't. Yeah, then Upwork. Then I also got some clients from Indeed. Some clients from Indeed. I'm just showing you all these things. Just showing some of these things for you that okay, they said how, the theme of this is help. How do I get clients? So we are focusing on that because that's one of the most difficult questions to answer when people ask, "Oh, I am writing. So how do I get people to actually pay me for writing?" Yes. Now so I'm just starting from where I started. Yeah. So Indeed. Now the freelance world is not a world of. It's not like a salary world. Freelance world is a world where you keep applying for jobs consistently. If you've not bought my courses, you can buy it. That's one of the things I talked about. I call it a system of execution. You know, out as a freelancer when you're working, that's one of the things because nobody's paying you anything. So you have to always bring your tools. There's no client that lasts forever. That's one of the things that you understand. Many people always think that, so it's not a joke really actually, because you have to be consistently working, consistently applying. When my friends come around, I'm so sure they also share some of their experiences. Once Tobi's around, I'll introduce them. They'll share some of their experiences about clients and all. Yeah, because when people just think of freelancing, just earning dollars, and that's what your life is just sweet. You wake up, well, that's good, that's great. But one of the defining things is that I don't think I have any, there's no client I've worked with for 6 years. What's the max client I've worked with? Let me see, maybe 3 years. No client lasts forever. We all know that. So you have to always bring your tools. You can't just sit down and say, oh, okay. Even when you get a job with a company, once it's freelance role, the reason they don't want to commit, of course, most of us will not like to commit like that because once you're doing a 9 to 5 role, it means that many times you can't do other jobs. And I don't know if there's any freelancer that wants to do the one job, except the job is really paying so high. Even then, I still have some of my guys that are working in companies that even after the company paying them $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, they will still go and collect job from somebody else. Oh my god! So I think now that's the first thing. So the first thing is that there's that constant need to always get clients, constant, because you know that the more clients you get, the more you can earn. And if you don't get clients, you go hungry, basically. Yeah, we no inflow for the month. That's one of the first things. Yeah, I can see Faith Anita. Faith Anita, good evening. Somebody told me about you. He has been recommending you to me. He spoke to me about you today again. He spoke to me about you last week. He was like, I should pay attention to this Faith, that she's his friend. And I said, okay, no problem. But she bought my course. So go and buy my course so that I can pay attention to you. All right. Let me continue what I'm saying. Yeah. So yeah, by the way, everybody that's paid for my course, thank you so much. You're all going to get free mentorship. So we'll be adding you to a group very soon. I can see some of you here, and I'm so glad you are here. You'll be having mentorship access one on one to me so that until you start making money writing. That's my goal is to help you get stable and actually make the money writing. Actually. So that's my goal. So once you buy the course, we'll get your details and then we'll get a phone number. We have a WhatsApp group. It will be a closed group actually, where we will sit down and so after you take the course, yeah, you're having difficulty, you're not getting this, we help you until you get it right. And one of the good things is that I'm constantly learning. The course is ready, but I'm very sure because I got some new insights this week and I'm willing to exploit. I'll keep updating the course. That's one of the things because there's a lot of opportunities that keep rising every day. That's what it's out to do. So it's an amazing experience. So if you have not bought my course, go and buy it. Presale is ending actually, has ended or should have ended actually. I'll talk about that later. So back to what I was saying about the client issue. You know, that when it comes to getting clients, that's one of the it's one I say is a fundamental. You have to crack it. It's just like a market too. The question of how to get leads. You can do anything, make your product. Who will now buy your course? Who will buy your product like this? That's the question. That's the $1 million question. You can put hours into developing a product. If nobody buys it, well, there's no point. Yeah. So now, as it stands, when it comes to as you're coming in, you're welcome. You can just drop where you are joining us from, what you do, and all of that. So I've told you my story. Start Upwork. So there's some seasons when I'm on Upwork and then I'm not getting clients as much as I want to get. Then I enter that, especially when I was just starting out on Upwork. Starting out on Upwork is very tough, and it's even tougher now. In 2018, when I joined, it was so chilled. I mean, when you post didn't have so much problem, they didn't doubt us a lot. I mean, you had a lot of Nigerians that were even using fake accounts and they were getting jobs. A lot. I mean, they didn't even doubt us. But you see now, 2020, when the pandemic happened, there was a major shift in the work culture in the world, and a lot of people were exposed to the idea of remote working, remote work, remote work, remote work. And so that affected the landscape. So we had a lot of competition increased. All right, amazing. We have Tobi Amure in the building. Tobi is so glad to, I'm so glad to have you here. So Tobi will be coming up very shortly, maybe like in the next 15 minutes. But I mean, Tobi, I'm so glad to have you around. Tobi is a big boy, a very big boy. So he's a very, very big boy.
Sorry, are you referring to me?
No, not no, Mike-Dave, not you. It's Toby out.
Ah,
Mike-Dave is in the
I
video.
beg.
I didn't even know you were here. Okay, all right, great.
I just
So the
entered
two
now.
speak
Sorry.
all right, that's fine. The two speakers are around now, and I will introduce both of them at the right time. But you guys are so welcome. I'm so excited to have you. But yes, Mike-Dave is a very big boy, so it's just for me. So what? All right. I'm so glad to have you guys around, and so amazing. Yeah. So as I was saying, that one of the biggest questions that you must crack is, where do I get my clients? Where do I get my clients? That's one of the biggest questions that you get. Yeah. I said in 2018 when we started out, I mean, for me, I mean, that time going up work, you apply for a job, yeah, it was competition, but it wasn't so crazy. I mean, it was just, apply for a job, get a job in a very short period of time, build your account. But you see, when the pandemic hit in 2020, the competition went skyrocketed. A lot of people opened their eyes. Everybody wanted to do remote work, or everybody was learning a skill, and that affected all the dynamics of work when it comes to that. But no problem. For some of us that had been there, it wasn't a big deal. But for some people, well, it was. I mean, people that just started. I know many people that stopped doing it. They didn't care again. They tried it. It's not working for them. Blah blah blah, and all of that. Yeah, but eventually, things are stabilizing a bit. I think still there's still a lot of competition. If you go on LinkedIn now, you just see any job post. It's always very funny. Because Toby will really speak about that, because Toby is like a LinkedIn specialist. That boy has made, I don't know how many millions has made from LinkedIn. Anyway, so so I mean, by observe, when you see job posts, more time you see 50 applicants. You see, and somebody says comments in the section. If you know somebody, you see people 100 and something comments. I'm wondering that, wow. And these are a lot of professionals from all over the world, not just Nigeria, not just India, and all of that. So the question of the question of getting a client, the question of where you're getting a client from is one very important question that um, you have to get, and you have to, is a nut you have to crack if you're going to be successful in content writing. Now, one of the things I say is, number one, is that you have to define who you want to work with. Number one, and of course, we spoke about content writing in the last webinar, so I'll just run over some things. Understand your niche, know where you're from. There's something, in ecology, there's something they call the predator. There's something they call, when it comes to niche, now they are predators, they are prey. Predators are the guys that eat on other smaller, whatever you have smaller animals or weaker organisms, and the big guys feed on them. So I always say that identify the niche where you are a predator, identify the niche where you are the strongest, and then go in there. For instance, as a medical doctor now, if you have a health content job, I have a very strong hedge there because I'm a doctor and I've been writing for years. I have experience in that niche. I recently just secured a contract job. It's $1,500. I saw it on LinkedIn. I was still sure. I just saw it and okay, fine. And then before I knew it, the person reached out to me. She saw my profile. She said, I want you to do a free job. I said, I'm not doing a free job. She said she wanted me to do a free job first. Then a sample, yeah. I said, I can't do a sample. Look at my profile. This was my exact words. I told her, look at my profile. Look at my profile. Look at my portfolio. Is that not enough to convince you? She said she knows it, so I sent her the link to my articles and sent her everything. She said, okay, fine. Let's wave that. Let's get to work. Oh my God. Now, I'm just trying to say that one of the things there was because of my age, because the age I have in my niche. Yeah. Because so if someone else is just starting out or someone is not in that niche, someone is just a regular writer from time to time and all. I sent you for Toby now. Look at Toby's profile now. Toby is a finance Web3 crypto guy. I don't understand anything about Web3. I don't even know what it is, but Toby knows it. And he writes about it and he makes big money from it. I mean, so he has worked with Investopedia. Very big guy. Now, but the point I'm trying to make is you have to identify what you're about, what niche you want to focus on. Again, I talk about all these things in my course case step, talk about knowledge, talk about skills, talk about solution, talk about your experiences, your processes, and your the things that you can do basically. Now, so those are things that help you to know what you are about. Then start helping you to define the kind of clients you can work with. Okay, okay. So guys, as I don't talk too much, I want them to do more of the talking. Actually, I said the way it's going to go is I'm just giving you a brief introduction. Come up now, very shortly when it comes up. When Toby comes up, after that, then Mike-Dave will come up, and then we'll have a question. I have some questions for both of them. They will both share. They will both speak for about 10, 15 minutes, 15 minutes first, and then after that, we'll now have a roundtable where I'll ask some questions based on their experience and in the freelance journey, and then you guys will also have the opportunity to ask them questions. So we'll be starting that by 7:30. Toby will be coming up by 7:30. Then Mike-Dave will come up by 7:45 basically. So I mean, it's really great. I mean, I said so. Freelance ride is all about knowing where to get your clients. That's the most important question. Actually, you can learn how to write and all. Of course, there's a place to retaining clients, there's a place to getting better, there's a place to leveraging more and all of that. Yeah, but that's it, and that's what we are really trying. We are cracking that nut today. It's a very hard nut to crack sometimes because not many people can answer these questions. I don't like I don't like people answering me in vague terms. Someone asked me, so how do I mean by I have a product to sell. So how do I get people to buy my products? You just do marketing, you not do ads. Then you not get I'm like, that's a vague answer. What do you mean by that? I about that, when I was doing my course, I encountered a lot of people ask a lot of questions. So how do I get people that are going to go and buy my course now? How do I get people that are going to go and do say you just said it no you just put it on Instagram, put it on social media. When I put it on social media, then everybody now come, you just buy it. Hey, is that the way it used to be? Is that the way it used to I mean, that's amazing. That's not the way it works. So, many times. So, and that's why I put this together. Let us answer those. Let's be specific. Let's talk. And I say, I'm giving you examples. I'm not just telling you go on Upwork. Go on this. You go on Upwork now. That's great too. Upwork is a great place to start. I tell you, I've gotten a lot of opportunities there, but it's not bread and butter. There are a lot of it's a survival of the fittest, and you have to be ready for it. I don't mean words with anybody. Somebody asked a question that last webinar, and the person was saying that he has been on Upwork, he has not gotten a job. And I asked him, how many times do you apply for jobs? He said, I apply for 20 jobs in a month. I said, you're joking. 20 jobs. You're joking, oh. That's joke. Jokes, like joke to pog. You're just playing with, you're playing 20 jobs. Even when I started Upwork, I was not, even now, I don't apply for 20 jobs in a month. I've been off of work for like a month plus now. I started considering. LinkedIn is looking at Toby. LinkedIn is looking like a very sweet space. So I've first of all for now. I like this idea. See, I like this life. This life where we have like different places where if you just say me, I just chill for this one, just enter this one, 2K there, can't run out smoke, collect money there, can't go back. It's a very sweet life. I like it. The first person I saw doing that was Chris, I don't even know Chris. Chris was here in May or April Writers Connect. And one day I'm going to bring everybody together. I think I'll do that. Where all of you and Toby and all these guys are going to come. All right, I've said a lot. I mean, I want you guys to also enjoy this guy. So without much further, Toby is a great guy. Toby is my friend. We studied in Ife together. Toby is very smart. He studied pharmacy. That time I remember I told he was Toby. Toby is not a very fresh guy. Where's that his picture again? Oh no, he's a very fresh guy. And I see I was looking fresh guy. Don't worry, me too, I also put on my video. I will go there. Toby's a very fresh guy now. This is not how he was looking before. So this is not how he was looking before. Toby was like a nerd. Toby was like all those guys that you see in school, like, oh boy, you're like, go help him, Sha. He was I remember Toby, the time Toby was selling ties. I remember that. Toby came to market ties to me. Even when in school, I still, oh my god. Oh my god. I remember, yes, so I had let me get to market ties. There was selling ties that testically call. Me, I already started freelancing then. So Toby's not very big. Oh. After I was like, testing now, I'm gonna come buy tie from. I said, no, wala, no, wala. Because we're in med school and all that, you need ties and all that. Toby was like one of those guys that he likes book. He's a nerd, like nerd. This is face now. He looks like a nerd. Doesn't he look like a nerd? He looks like a nerd now. So, but now money has come, Sha. Now he's looking very polished and sweet and chill now. All right, but Toby's a big guy. Forget about it. Toby is one of the biggest writers I know when it comes to the Web3 crypto space and all of that. Finance writer. Let me just read his bio for you so that people can rate him very well because I know the is a very I mean and it's an amazing. What's amazing is I admire his process. I admire how he started, and I admire how he has been very consistent. I remember when he started. I mean, we went so we weren't talking so much, but I weren't talking so much. But I remember that when he started, we had some interaction about how it was going and all of that. And next thing, my guy is a major force. don't turn to force on LinkedIn and all of that. So yeah, Toby began his career in 2017 as a crypto writer, where he focused on producing educational content. He worked with Stock Boss Up, an investment platform dedicated to educating Black people. Before that, he worked as a copywriter with Tubo XBT, a crypto trading platform. Hey, Toby, is the noise coming from your end? Or where is this noise coming from? In 2021,
Most likely my end.
Toby joined. Okay, Toby joined Watcher Guru as a crypto news editor. He was recognized as one of the top 333 Web 3 top 333 Web 3 creators. What am I saying? Top 333 Web 3 creators in LinkedIn for crypto in 2022. He was recognized. So he's a big boy. You know, I was telling you, LinkedIn recognize him. He's a top voice. So forget all the we try to do humility. Toby always likes to do humility. We try to do humility and all that. So Toby, come and talk to us about help. There are many people that they are like, how do I find my client? So I want you to just first start tell us about your journey. I'll still ask you some of these questions after, but I'll leave you to go ahead with what you have for us. Thank you so much for having me. Toby, up to you.
Thank you, everyone. First off, I hope the noise in my end is not disturbing. So I tried to get a workspace, but apparently they are having a concert, so I couldn't use the workspace. But yeah, here I am. Anyways, it's a pleasure. And interestingly, I have one of my very close friends here, to Omojo. I didn't even know he was in the meeting. I was like, "Hey, Omojo, hope you are doing good. I'm sure you can hear me." Yeah. Okay, I heard his. I didn't hear your voice, but I can see you talk, Sha. Yeah. So it's a pleasure. Yeah. So I've sold ties. So I think that was the beginning, the whole hustling stuff. Yeah. So basically, freelancing. I think almost anybody that attended with you in our sets actually knew about freelancing because there was a time when we all were. Everybody was wallowing in Saka. Even testimony self now that is a big man. Everybody actually had their like sackbar days, but I just realized that men been they change phone. People were just changing phones and looking fresh. I decided to poke deeper and yeah, I discovered freelancing. But for LinkedIn, which I prefer, I think everybody had known about LinkedIn, but basically you don't know so much about something if you are not held by the hand. And that was for me for LinkedIn. I think it was around 22 because you might not know that there's good somewhere till somebody like puts you through. So I had a teacher teach Upwork in 2021. In fact, he was even the one that even like it was like he pointed me out more to even crypto. Then it was like, oh, there's an opportunity. He just posted it randomly on his Twitter. On his Twitter, there's an opportunity in this space, and like in that period in 2021, it was a period where there was 2020, 2021. There was actually a lot of opportunity in the remote space then because of the whole COVID period. So it was easier, but now it's harder because now the barrier to entry, especially for Upwork, because if you talk freelancing, most people think that freelancing is just restricted to Upwork because obviously if you search freelancing as a keyword on Google, I'm sure Upwork will be one of the things that would pop up. But yeah, freelancing is more than Upwork. Yeah, freelancing is even more than LinkedIn. But yeah, it's more than Upwork, it's more than LinkedIn. It's more of personal branding. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going outside my scope, which is LinkedIn. So I started like for LinkedIn. LinkedIn was more like I said in 2022. So I had an Upwork account in 2021, but I lost it because I was naive at that period. And I think I was scammed. I can't remember how much I was scammed for. Was it about 500 or $1,000? And but I was lucky to get a. So my coach then was like, "Oh, there's an advanced mentorship class, yada 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 yada," and it was it 250,000 naira then, equivalent to like $500 now. $500 is like 750K, and that's how bad things have gone. So then I think I didn't have the money then, but I was lucky that at that time it was easier to get jobs. So I got a job with Watcher Guru then. It was then I think I got my first salary for was it $1,500? Yeah, it was $1,500. So I was able to take out the money and pay for the class. Why is cause why did I pay for the LinkedIn class? Was because even for the Upwork class, guess what? I was working as a pharmacist in was it in 2021, and I was being paid 100,000 naira per month. And you might look at, oh, 100,000 naira then, even 3, 4 years ago was big. It was still sadly small if you were in Lagos. I think it's now worse now. So I was being paid $100,000. Then there was sometimes I would need to make like extra sales. They give you like 500 naira bonus. If you sell like 10 things, you get like 5,000. I remember always thanking my boss, thank you, ma, for this extra money. It was hard, it was tough. Then it was at that period I now
Yeah.
got my first job. My first job on Upwork. I was like, yeah, we're back, baby. And I think I went to buy. I think I remember then. Now the person I went to buy food from now has traveled to Canada now. I think I went to buy food, satisfied me. I was like, oh, there's something here. So it was at that period, like, I spent. So basically, I started my freelance career with like 20,000 naira. Basically, I paid for his class. I learned, and since I knew I got value from that, and it was talking about an advanced mentorship class, why not? I was like, I saw value with the initial 20,000 naira class, and why not? I mean, if I was able, and to a large extent, already times maybe 100 of that value, I was like, okay, let me just pay for this, and I paid. Then, I mean, I learned about LinkedIn. I even learned about Upwork retargeting, because the retargeting thing is that some of your clients that are on Upwork, also on LinkedIn, you'll be shocked. So that gave me like a different approach. So if you're maybe trying to struggle with a client, or you can pick out their name or something, or maybe it's for some of us here that operate two Upwork accounts. I mean, me, at least if I get two Upwork accounts, for some of us that get two Upwork accounts, yeah, oh, there's someone in the dog scope. You know, yeah. So for some of us that even have Upwork accounts, yeah, I mean, imagine, say, maybe you got a job on one Upwork account and you still want to scope. Maybe you're not able to get it on your second account, and you have a fantastic LinkedIn account. You can just search out that client and already have like the scope that works now. You can just see how to pitch the person. And so that's just that was one. So I knew that I could also take advantage of some of the clients that were on Upwork. I could use them on LinkedIn. Then LinkedIn, I think one thing LinkedIn taught me personal branding. I would always say LinkedIn people can brand for Africa. They can brand anything. They can brand a pencil and make it look like it's golden. So LinkedIn taught me that branding, being vocal, and speaking up too was very important. So that's talking. Basically, you're not going to do much. Nobody's going to know you. I think that was some of the things I learned here, that nobody's going to know you if you do not speak up, or you do not talk about what you do. So basically, if you're someone like me that testimony don't cast me already, like so yeah, I saw ties, and that there's a lot of financial responsibility that is on you, and country is hard. You have to just. So I think a key to defeating imposter syndrome is just know that you just have to get it done. And some of the things that will help you again is that there's a plugin I have on my LinkedIn. It's called Taplio. It shows some of my top performing posts. It shows some. I think there's even a Clio that shows some of the top influencers on it. So another thing you could do if you're maybe battling imposter syndrome or battling things to post is that there are always things on the internet already. Nothing is really new, so to speak. You can read up some things, come up with your own angle to it, or just come up with something, reward it, rephrase it, see how thought leaders in your niche write out their stuff, especially the ones that like get a lot of engagements, and you can put something out as well too, and try your hands on many things. So for my LinkedIn, so I think it's not that I've calmed down in 2022. I think I was practically everywhere. So you are trying your hands on different type of content for LinkedIn. You are trying video content. You are trying carousels. You're trying LinkedIn posts. You're trying the ones with pictures. You're trying infographics. That's posting. Yeah. You're also exactly adding one's perspective. You're also what's it called? You're also adding valuable comments too. So it's not just about. So some people actually do the lazy approach to commenting on people's posts for LinkedIn. I mean, imagine if you're commenting to maybe a comment on Twitter too, you would seem silly if you're just like, oh, interesting post, nice post. Why not do more? Do more. Read it, show that you really read it, and do something meaningful. When person says that you added something meaningful to that comment, obviously the person will like want to connect. You can do that, build some form of relationship, try to connect with the person. So if you I don't know if I'm allowed to share my screen. If I can, short hold on a sec. Let me just do entire screen. Let me go to my LinkedIn. Okay. Okay. So I might need some feedback just to know if you guys can see my screen. Can you guys see my screen? I will need some feedback. Sorry. Oh, okay. Yes, we can. Okay. There's infinity mirror, I guess. Yes. So another thing you have to learn, just like Upwork, LinkedIn is a game of numbers too as well. Too. So you have to do the work in the DMs too. I'm just like running through my DMs. So you'll definitely see that one that, oh, you don't like to talk with someone, I don't like to interact, I don't like to you will go and baby in the DM. You will post. I have a friend I told that. I mean, she got a good job. You will what's it called now? You will post outside and you go and baby share in the DM. So you have to find a pitch that works for you. See, they are the ones that we got aired. They are the ones that we do not air. The ones that they air us and the one that we do not air. So you are definitely going to do your own work in the DMs too as well. So see, and this is obviously I can keep going down and going down and going down and going down. It's unending. So yeah, I think I can stop sharing now. Yes. So you're going to have to do that work in the DMs as well. So think of it. You have to like look for a pitch that, and for LinkedIn people as well. So unlike Upwork, especially when you're pitching, unlike Upwork where you might be doing all those long proposals, it might be short, especially if you're trying to connect. So basically, people have like a very short attention span. You don't want to bore someone, just do blah 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 blah, straight to the point. Hi, I'm this, I am this, straight to the point, and it will be nice. For yeah, pitching is key. Really, pitching on LinkedIn is key. Is key. It's very important. So it's not just about posting. You can post from now till tomorrow, and so it's a mixture of posting and pitching. Really, what do I do when I post here? I don't post like a okay, maybe I don't sound insulting. So, but I post with a goal in mind. You are posting to attract clients. So when people check your LinkedIn, you have analytics. Let me share my screen again. For LinkedIn, so I've actually not posted in a while, anyways. But yeah, for LinkedIn, so you have your analytics. You have your analytics. Yeah, where's my analytics? I'm coming. Sorry. Okay, view profile. This is exactly what I want to view though. Hold on a sec. Um, okay, yeah, I think I might be able to get it here. I think so. Hold on a sec. I'm trying to check for my analytics so that I'll be able to show you properly. It's not under view profile. Oh yeah, I've seen my analytics here. So you show analytics. So I've not posted in a while, but that's not the point. That's not what I want to even show you guys. So you want to see maybe your profile viewers. This is when you post, people come to view your profile. And what do you do with that information? That's what you do. You can see, are they in the same niche as you? If you post and the person kind of aligns with what you do, you can, okay, this person now, human resource recruitment specialist, a public health advocate, it might not really be my
The
kind
person
of.
that person is on this call. Just let me give you
Uh-huh.
explanation.
So you might not really even, oh, okay, Emmanuel Mwale, sorry, you might not really align with what I'm looking for. So I might not even accept. I mean, okay, since you're on the call, I might, but yeah, just for sentiment's sake. Or my LinkedIn, I do not operate my LinkedIn as a sentiment account. It's not for sentiments, it's purely business. So if you're not in any way going to provide value to me, I ain't connecting with you. That's just it. I am not on LinkedIn for influencing marketing. I just try to connect to quality leads. Now, this is Michael Santiago. Now, I was trying to connect with him because it was talking about some people that got laid off from Forbes that they could pitch him. Now, I tried to connect with this guy and I did not send a note. Maybe that's why it's not connecting back. And he viewed my profile but did not connect back. Maybe he says that there's no way I'm providing value to him. So you get LinkedIn is you treat your LinkedIn as a business. Anything that does not add value, just no bother connect to him. So let's say I wanted to connect to Emmanuel. Okay, yeah, I've accepted Emmanuel, but let's look for some random person. Let me just look for some random Francis or something. Maybe Okay, I'm trying to see some. So on LinkedIn, you have your first degree connection, you have your second degree connection, and third degree connection. Your first degree connection is someone that you are directly connected to. Your second degree connection is someone that you have a mutual person. You guys are not directly connected, but there's a mutual person. So it's nice. It could be a way to introduce yourself to that other person. And the third degree connection is there's nothing tying you guys together. It might be difficult to like connect with, but then if your goals are aligned, so it might not be so much difficult. So what do I usually do my LinkedIn here when I want to connect to someone? Is that especially if I'm trying to like pitch you straight up, is I will do connect, but I will not just do connect. It's loading now. Sorry, my internet connection is not the best. Hopefully it loads, doesn't take so much time in the world. Oh, I'm not trying to view his profile. Sorry, I'm trying to connect to him. So it will tell me send without a note. Send without a note sometimes could work, sometimes could not work, but it makes more sense when you are sending a LinkedIn connection and you are writing a note. You are saying what you find insightful, what you love about him, what you love about what he does, yada yada. Or sometimes, like me, you are just trying to pitch. You are not no bullshitting. You're just pitching straight up. I do that sometimes. Sometimes I don't have chills. I'll just pitch you straight up. Let me show you a sample of somebody I did not just bullshit around and I just pitched. Like I said, this message go long, but they've been sample. With me and this lady we've really spoken, but I mean there are some that I just don't bullshit around and I just pitch straight up. I'm trying to see one. Oh yeah, this is one here. This person connected back. So sometimes you can just straight up, blah 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 blah. I saw your call for this, blah 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 blah. Kindly find my portfolio there. Sometimes you can just do this. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it just air you. So that kind of thing. So basically, yeah. Oh, and one of my clients already messaged me on LinkedIn now. I guess I'll respond to her later. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so that's just basically it. And another thing is just having a very optimized LinkedIn profile. Just do your bit to optimize where necessary. Make sure you fill in all the deets that you need to fill, every area that needs to be filled. So that's it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Tobi. Tobi is just, I can imagine you have a lot of things you want to share, but because of the time, you know what's going to happen. What's going to happen is that we are going to organize another time. We are going to have a LinkedIn session, a LinkedIn where, and you'll be the one that will come. I'll give you like 1 hour. Maybe you can't teach us. You can't teach us LinkedIn because like I know, say I don't follow you talk this before. Say you get LinkedIn school. Me now, I mentioned LinkedIn now, guy. I've gotten some jobs this year that I'm like, LinkedIn no bad at all, oh, you know bad. So
LinkedIn is fresh now. And guess
yes,
what? For my LinkedIn self, I have the rate for my Upwork clients. It's a bit lower. My LinkedIn rate is usually like this. You will slam them the rates, slap them.
fantastic.
No, LinkedIn money is fresh. Interestingly, I think I've made more money on my LinkedIn than Upwork. I actually have made more money on my LinkedIn than my Upwork. Maybe times 2 or times 3 or times 4. Sure.
Boy, no chills at
No,
all.
but no louder, no louder.
I mean, I'm waiting because I just they do. I just they watch now. I just they learn from you. Correct. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Let's celebrate Tobi. Tobi, that was an amazing session. So, Tobi, we are going to have like after Mike-Dave session, we are going to have another session where we ask you some questions, and then you just answer them. You and Mike-Dave, so that, and then we will take some questions from other people in the meeting too. All right, guys. So, I mean, I've learned a lot. One of the things I've seen is now Tobi said, "Yeah, I'm very sentimental with my LinkedIn. I used to accept connect with my friend. Tobi said there's no Tobi said that there's no sentiment in LinkedIn. All of you, sorry, if you're not aligned with me, I might not accept you." Just kidding. Anyway. But all right, I think I get it. One of the things I decided to do was last year too. I actually saw my goal was I wanted to have connect. I'm the health space, so I started
Yeah,
many of
while
my
testimony is still speaking, there's a reason why I'm actually not being sentimental, and it's very important here. So I have a couple of testimony on your timeline. You probably see that some of the things I like are jobs. You just it's almost like I know when a call is
Yeah.
And that's because if you follow the right people, you will see the jobs in real time. It's very, very important. If you just connect to, say, there was a pastor that wanted to connect with me. CM, like say, I actually, I mean, I don't accept his connection request. She pastor will give me work.
Tobi, oh my God.
I'll stop talking.
Oh my God, Tobi, why? Tobi, your spiritual life is important too, please. Your spiritual life is important. Anyway, leave that. Okay. Tobi, okay. All right. So now, Tobi's hilarious. I tell you. All right, great stuff now. So one of the things I think that I learned that but I also started doing that, and I've been seeing the fruit. What he said, the job I recently got, the $1,500 I told you guys about, it was because somebody commented on it, and it was literally based on the fact that that person commented on it, and then it showed up on my own time feed. And I also entered the person's comment. I did here, I feel work. Next thing, the person entered my DM, and we're looking for this, we're looking for this. Next thing, okay, fine. She didn't get back to me after about 2 weeks. She just came back. Oh yeah, we start work. We don't start work. Then I say that woman. She don't message me say where be the first day. And she don't send the deposit to me. I always do 40% deposit before we start anything, in case anybody won't create something won't happen. I know that story. So let's do 40% deposit of the milestone before we start working. That's what I do basically. I've been to meeting things. Tell me I offer. How you run your own?
Well, funnily enough, is right because some people actually can move mad. Actually, funny. It's
They,
something I plan to
hey,
implement too. Yeah. People are actually crazy.
ah,
People are crazy. When both say they scam people who just
hey, forget
the
to, forget
and
to.
additionally, what you should even do again, you should always try to vet those people you are trying to work with. See, yeah, and testimony is right. Actually, there are a lot of things to actually discuss about LinkedIn, interestingly, but yeah, like we're trying to like
No
map
worry,
it
I
out.
go give you time. No worry, I will
So,
give you time. You go still
yeah,
come back. No worry. I mean,
subsequently, we'll talk about
subsequently,
that too. You,
we
you
will
guys,
we'll talk about
say
it.
you don't want to vet people, or more, they
You
go
just
carry your money, go. God
you
can't
just
save you,
work,
say you
you work for free.
God go help you, say you the outsource gig, say you get right away, you want pay. They go paste your flyer for Igboro.
All right. So wonderful, amazing. So thank you so much, Toby. That was really insightful. I hope you guys are able to pick some things. So some of you guys are going to get my course. I talked about LinkedIn. But you see, with what Toby has said, I think I'm still going to big thing here. Add some more things to it because I mean, a lot of insight. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, that's one of the things about learning. There's always things to learn. You can improve yourself and get better. What you do. LinkedIn, I'm actually taking this year. I'm taking it personal. My wife too. My wife is here too. She also just got a job. She got a job on LinkedIn. That was last month or last 2 months ago. And one of the things I say is visibility. Talking about what you do. That's very important. People are checking your profile out. But some of you now, your profile is just there. You just put nothing did there. You just the this thing works. And the reason why I say it works is because it's reproducible. I told you guys that before we started is that you will find some similarities in the things we are saying from Toby saying, I'm sure by the time Mike-Dave comes up, you still see a lot of similar things they are talking about. I'll ask them some direct questions after it. Don't let me say, all right, guys, Mike-Dave is great. Mike-Dave is, I met him in school that time. And the reason why I met him, I heard a lot of things about him. I have a friend that we have a mutual friend that always just tell me that Mike-Dave get money. Mike-Dave is still a student, too. Just me, I always give you that kind of thing. But he's married. So, if somebody is married and he's saying it's because he's not, you can imagine when you're a student, you're thinking about your life. You're almost like you're just trying to survive and eat and survive on your pocket money.
Don't do it, oh. Don't do it.
Like, oh
Crisco
my
Gold,
God.
baby food is 7-3. And the
My
baby
game,
is like two in a
my
week or
game is
3 in a week.
like game is so hilarious. Oh my God. So, so my game is a freelancer. I knew him from school then because he's also been to. He will tell us more about himself, where he started from. I know that. So I love the fact that it's also when I asked him to send his bio. Mike Dave sent me a ministerial bio. This kind of Bible say you want to use the man of God that's going to yet to impact your life. I know. I say, my Dave, it's not prayer meeting, it's not Bible study. Which I'm a believer. I like this thing, but it's not. You say you should give us Bible for your writing. He was sending me. He wants to impact people to make a difference,
I'm prepared, no
change
vex.
lives for
No,
God.
now I see that. No vex, no vex, no vex.
So, all right, guys. So let's welcome Mike Dave as he talks to us about getting clients. So just tell us about yourself and then start. You have the floor, Mike Dave. Go on.
Hi guys. So sorry. I'm in a very busy place, but I'm inside my car and I'm just so I don't think what to disturb me. All right, so my name is Mike Dave. I've been freelancing for how long have I been freelancing since? Well, technically, since 2020, when I was still collecting 1 naira per word.
Amazing.
Probably one of my best work ever was in that period. I wrote a book then. Something about the nature of reality. I really liked that book. It's more about physics and everything. I really loved that book. Even though I never, it's not good to be my name that is deja, but I wrote it. They gave me 1 naira per word, 50K for 50,000 words. No, sorry, it was not even one. It was 45K for 50,000 words. I remember 45K for 50,000 words. I mean, I'm so far in this life. So yeah, So but officially, yeah, I started on Upwork in 2021, early 2021. Yeah, and it's been a very wild journey since then. So yeah, I'm just going to talk about getting clients, how to get clients, and all that. Now, okay, so basically, when I started on Upwork, I thought it was very easy. I genuinely thought it was easy because I think I applied for like maybe 2 or 3 jobs. My first job like that I got was $100 for like 600 words. I thought that that's how a proposal. Like I said, it's not so easy. I was so happy. I remember actually going into class that day. I was just happy that I don't see money. It was a very easy job, but the funny thing was I don't know whether the client finally realized that he overpaid me. After he paid me, he just he said that it's not okay, it's me again. That was the contract. But now after he had paid me, sha. Yeah. But then as time went on, I began to realize that this thing no easy like that. Oh. So like I um I remember I remember that I had an Indian client. Please avoid Indian clients. Avoid Indian clients. I had an Indian client that was paying me one very useless. I can't remember. But I remember I was working. I was working like a donkey. I was getting paid nonsense. Well, it was sure something that was keeping my Upwork um, account alive. Please, before I continue, please let me quickly appreciate Mr. Tobi, who is still here. I was really um,
Oh, I'm
I
here,
want to say
but I ran
blessed.
away shortly.
I want to say blessed. But I know that's a Christian mystery church, and you say that I'm a pastor. I'm sorry, it's not my fault. That's just a lingua mystery. But I was really, really blessed by it. And hopefully, if possible, we can connect. Me say make I even chop LinkedIn money. I beg. My wife is the one that does LinkedIn stuff. Yeah, but me, I don't even know. I don't even know jack shit about it. But I hear that it's a gold mine. Anyway, so on Upwork, right? So I started getting clients here and there and everything. My first big break was I worked with a company called Blackstone, where they're paying me, was it $20 per hour or something? I can't even remember. It's been so long. But the thing is that client or that period. No, Mr. Toby said something that I really, really agree with. He said it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game, right? That job, okay, yeah, I was making about $800 a week at that time. Yes, about $800 a week from that job. I think it was $20 per hour, 40 hours a week. Yeah. And I was a student, I was a medical student. And I was doing no, and it's not 40 hours a week of manual tasks, but you will clock in the hours. I will find a way because I'm after also. I find a way and I'll do it. Right, going to class, coming back immediately, just that time, talk to anybody, just go straight to your computer, start working. Yeah, don't go out and go and read your book. So I have to just find a way to do it. But yeah, Mr. Toby said that it's a numbers game, right? Upwork is a numbers game. Now, to be honest, it's easy. That statement is a lot easier to make if it was 2021, 2020. It's a lot difficult to make now because of how much Upwork has changed and how they've already increased their prices. I think connects now cost a lot now. So it's not numbers. It's good to do numbers, but I think now actually rather say if you can, please focus a lot more on quality proposals rather than quantity. Because not because numbers don't work, but because of how expensive it is. If you don't have the funds to maybe buy like $30 or $40 connect, right? Please just try your best to like.
Please give me,
e-
yeah, please
Okay,
give me like a minute. I want to make an announcement. Yeah. So,
okay,
guys that bought the course, I want to make an announcement for you guys. So today, we ended pre-sale yesterday, but we've had a lot of people entered my DM paging me that they have not paid in the salary. That is today's 27, so it's on the 31st. Some of them next week they are going to pay. So we have had to extend the pre-sale date to August 1st. I did not want to do it, but people were begging. So we are going to be launching a course on August 1st, and pre-sale will be ending by then. So if you have not bought it, you have the opportunity to go and buy it. I'm saying it because the course was supposed to drop today by 8 p.m. and we are ready actually, but people were coming to beg that blah blah blah. They have not been just trying to get the money and all. And I understand. I want to help as many people as I can because normally I will not do that course for that price. It's not even some of my friends have been laughing at me that I'm just doing bonanza. That all the things all the things I learned in how many years. We are now doing art emoji. Yeah. Okay. Oh. All this I learned in 6 years and plus I'm actually now, giving it away at that price. So you might receive a mail telling you that the date has changed, it's now August 1st and all that. So please don't be angry. It's not because of the people that came around. A lot of people have feel that. I mean, somebody went to my DM was saying that testing all of that. So I said, okay, fine, no problem. So we are extending it till 31st. Let people get paid, let them come and do our course, and then we'll do that. So you might receive a mail telling you that, okay, it has been extended to that. Please don't be angry. That's the reason why we are doing it. I don't want to release the first batch. No, I want everybody to get it at the same time. I said there's access to mentorship based on what Toby said something about the fact that he had somebody that led him by the hand. That's one thing I want to emphasize. We'll still talk about this after when everybody has spoken up, but mentorship makes it different. Some of the things you are getting now, some of the tips you are getting, you are hearing Mike speak, you are seeing different perspectives to this. It is a way it gives you an edge when you get involved in the old. All right, Mike, sorry for taking your time. It was a brief commercial. The commercial is over. Thank you very much. God bless you. Yes,
yeah,
and you
no
can.
problem, no
I'm a
problem.
believer, so you can use your Christian times. I was just kidding that time because we pray. We even had open prayer here now. So it's God that is helping our life. If God does not help somebody,
Like,
we say,
my God.
"Oh, okay, I'll continue, Jerry." Yeah, all right.
Yeah, so as I was saying now, honestly, in today's time on Upwork particularly, I would say try and focus a lot more on quality. If you can, if you have the money, please. You do quantity and quality, right? But if you don't have the money, please just focus a lot on quality. Try your best to apply for jobs that you are good at. Don't just apply randomly. Apply for stuff that you're actually good at. Things that, I mean, Mr. Testimony here is Dr. Testimony is a medical writer, so it just makes sense for him to apply for jobs in that niche rather than just apply for random blogging jobs and everything. So quantity if you can, quality too is also very important when it comes to applying. So that's how I was able to get that my first job. I was just applying anyhow, just applying, and then finally got this job. And a mistake I believe I made was that once I got that job, I got really comfortable. I stopped applying for jobs. Let me just focus on this one, and you know, and to some extent it was good in the sense that just focus is always good. But to put all your eggs in one basket, well, like I'm glad to shame you. So I don't know I don't know why. I can't remember. To me, it's been so long. I can't remember exactly what happened. But somehow, I lost the job. Right? I was really painful, but I kept applying and praying that God please help my life. You know. And of course, I got on that one later. I think he even paid better. To me, I don't even remember many of these things because many of them they're so long in my mind, right? But I'm just saying all of this to tell you that Upwork, you can actually make money on Upwork, right? If you apply for what you are good at, that's very important. Apply for what you're good at. Apply as much as you can. Upwork really is a numbers game, to be honest. If you apply for 100 jobs, at least one person will apply. One person will answer you, and that one person could be the client of your dreams. Yeah. And so where I am now, to be honest, personally, I don't do Upwork as much, right? Right now, I'm focusing on something that is a bit novel. And there are a lot of new companies springing up now that they train AI. AI is basically the new the new rave, where everybody's screaming AI, 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 and a lot of companies use tutors to train AI. So what I do basically now, it's still freelancing, right? And to be honest, it's something I would really recommend. I think it pays really well, and it pays me very well. Um, I think it makes sense if you can find one of these companies, right? And they're not difficult to get in, right? Many of them are not difficult to get in. But if you can, you know, I'll drop a few names here, and you can just apply, right? If you can, right? And basically, what you just do is train AI, right? The same way you train ChatGPT. No, ChatGPT is one that train ChatGPT, right? So once you can start getting, it's easy. The work is they're typically very easy and they pay quite well. Right. The work I currently one of the projects I currently work on with the company I work with now is what we do basically is we ask we create dialogues based on an image. So imagine let's say there's a picture of a mountain or something like that. So I act as a human and I also act as an AI. So I ask a question based on about the image and I answer that question as if I was an AI. What I'm doing is basically I'm training the AI they are building to know how to analyze and create dialogues or create answers based on questions that ask about certain images or videos. Right. And it's not difficult because it takes some level of focus and just knowing what you're doing and of course master the English language. But once you get the hang of it, it plays really well. So if you can, check out Outlier and check out Appen, check out Mind Rift, check out those three sites, and if you can, please they actually pay quite well. So I think I've got to the end of end of everything I want to say. I'm really sorry. I'm coming from market, my wife. That's so
Oh, that's so
my,
sweet.
my,
That's so
my
sweet.
mind my
Yeah,
mind is yes. There's something that Mr. Testimony actually asked me to talk about. I just remembered last time we spoke. He told me
okay.
that I should talk about balancing because of medical school and everything. See, if I'll be honest with you, I won't even lie. There's nothing there's balance. You could just rough on me. You could just rough out. Yeah, see, I don't to be honest, I feel like when people ask that question of balance, I think that it's just sometimes it's laziness. See, you have to just do it. Well, like you just have to do it. You have school. School is important to you. You have um work. You don't to have you don't start to hold you by the neck. You have to find a way around it. Honestly, if it means reducing your sleep, if it means people have done it before you, and I mean, you don't, it's hard, it's difficult, but you just have to do it. You just have to find a way around that. If you cannot do it, well, like just abandon one. Abandon one. Life no hard. Yeah, I'm not even ashamed to say it anyway. Oh, me, I abandoned one, and I went to go and find wife, and I settled down. But of course, I'm still in school, right? I'm just doing more like a distance learning course and everything. I'm not stressing myself again with I don't know how to do what Mr. Testimony did. Right? But if you are going to be inside, well, finally rough farm, rough farm. But if you can't do it, be like me, I go and find a wife that will rub in your head and make you happy.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I just something else.
No vex, no vex,
All
no
right,
vex.
all right, all right.
That
Thank
brings
you
me to
so
the end of
much,
my
man.
segment. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you so much. This has been fun. I'm enjoying myself. I don't know about you guys, but I really, really enjoy myself with this guy. I think it's one of the most fun writers connect we ever had because we have a lot of funny people here. Tobi is just something. Okay, but please, Mike-Dave, help us drop those websites inside the chat box. Update me, update me. You know, funny enough, when you're talking about those AI companies, I saw I saw some of those companies online. I applied for one of just jobs on crossover, but boy, the requirements were something else. They were insane. I couldn't scale past the third level for some of them. This one was, how much did they pay? They were paying probably up to 120K per year. So the requirements were insane for that AI training I talk about. But this one I'm talking about now, I don't get updates like that. One of the things I would say about freelancing that I love is how freelancing makes you very adaptable to anything. Anything. I mean, anything, literally anything that you um, that you're doing. I mean, you get to, just last week I finished a job for a client. They wanted me to do something academic writing, but I've never really done that deep. I've never really gone that deep before. But when you say, "Can you do it?" What is wrong with my head? What's wrong with my brain? What's wrong with my hand? Yes, I can do it. Then when I now finished the when I now got the job, when she paid my initial deposit, I now started watching website videos. I call my friends, you don't do this kind of job before. How you run now? Okay. Now updates going to drop. I did it. She was impressed. Okay, we have some revisions to make. I've not even responded to her. I told her I'm very busy this weekend. So the Monday to the any of that. Anyway, it's amazing. And the reason why I say it's amazing is because I mean, the way you have to always keep learning. My game just dropped something really big here, and that's one of the things. One of the problems many people are having is the issue of, of the AI. AI is changing the way we work. Even now, many clients will be asking to run your work through AI checkers. My wife has had the clients that they have to be running it. Very annoying stuff. Sometimes AI will just speak full stop and say it's AI, and I'm wondering what kind of nonsense is this. Very ridiculous stuff
Please,
sometimes.
I beg. Let me say something about that. This is extremely annoying. We cannot lie. But the truth is that AI is actually literally taking over the world. Apple now they are doing AI. They are literally saying that you can your phone will be able to analyze your habits and then come up with plans for you based on that, based on the way you live your life. Come up with so it will basically know when to go on DND, know when to, so like the entire world is moving towards AI. So everybody's trying to hop on it, everybody's trying to jump on it, everybody's trying to, you know, get on the newest AI trend. Now, very soon now, people will say they want to use AI to trade forex. Very soon, people will start saying they want to use. In fact, AI is already driving cars. Right?
Amazing.
AI will soon be
I like
flying
I like
planes.
this I like this gospel where they are bringing to us. We shall explore this gospel in full. I like it. I'm good. But one of the things that you see, that's one of the things I like about this world of once you enter the finance writing, clients, that's niche. The things that we know now, not many people know about them. Now, some of you are just coming to this meeting for the first time. You are hearing that okay, there are actually writers that can train AI. That's an opportunity. That's because you are in this space. So there's something being in this kind of space does to you. There's a way it advances your thinking. Look at Tobi shared his story from when it was any 100K and they were giving extra 5,000 naira for thank you, and I was feeling so grateful. I know that's the condition of some people now that are like, oh wow. There's this thing that it does to you when you enter this kind of spaces, it changes your thinking. It changes your thinking drastically. It helps you to begin to see that there are a lot of possibilities and a lot of things you can do with your skills. A lot of things you can do rather than just complaining that there's no money, Nigeria is bad. Look, I'm not leaving this country anytime soon. And I'm not like many of my guys are like that. Many people are jackpot, we're not jackpot in any way. What are we jackpotting to? Some of the guys that are going to UK, they are paying them £3,000, £2,000, £2,500. Some of them are even earning lesser. Now I might leave if you don't ask me to leave. That's fine. But I'm just saying for now, as far as I can see right now in this moment. My wife is putting pressure on anyway. But it's still very possible. But I'm not, but even if I'm leaving, it's not going to be motivation if I want to make more. For me, that doesn't make any sense. Because sometimes when I look at some of the earnings of people that are going outside the country, it's not so different. The difference is just maybe a better quality of life. But I can earn that in Nigeria and I'll be a king here. And I'll travel out and I'll be suffering and be doing second class sitting. 2,000, 3,000 pounds in UK is not a big deal. It's not, in a way, kind of. So it's not, I'm not saying it's not a big deal, it's something, but it's not like you not be like, oh, big boy. If you're earning 3,000 pounds in Nigeria, you'll be a very big boy, very, very big boy. I know, like, very big boy with a ball, big time. You get. Now, the point I'm trying to say is that there's a way being in this space there's a way it gives you a different, I don't say you should not travel, but for me, if for me personally, now I've come to a point where financial motivation is not even the reason for me to be considering living. It's not at all. Anyway, yeah. So now we get to the section where I get to ask some questions and ask some direct questions to both Mike-Dave and Tobi. So Tobi, on an average now, you talk about pitching a lot. So tell me, how often do you pitch? How many pitches do you do per day? Let's say you say you have not been, on a regular day, say you are your pitching zone, you want to get jobs, you need jobs now. So tell me, how many pitches are you doing per day on LinkedIn? And how do you go about it? Is it like just sample your clients, look at them, and then how do you decide who you are going to pitch and how do you know? The first is like how many you do in a day, like an average, and then what are the criteria for the people that you want to pitch? Is it someone that dropped the job post, or someone that maybe you saw him? How do you know they need your services? That kind of thing. Yeah, Tobi. Bro, please paint three of us on the screen so that three of us can be a paint. Tobi, are you there? Tobi, Tobi. Let me reach out to him. While we're waiting for him, Mike-Dave. So when you're on Upwork, tell me how often. You say it's a numbers game. So tell me, like, how often do you how many proposals are you sending in a day or in a week? Give me a number, and for Upwork and how many were you sending a day? Like that kind of thing.
Okay, the people have been.
Okay, like how many proposals are you asking me?
Yes, I'm asking you yesterday.
Okay, when I was very active on Upwork, probably depending on how many connects I have, and if I see good jobs, it could be up to 10, 15, depending on how of course it's not every day I see good jobs like that.
Yeah.
But if
So
it's a very
in a week, say like in a week now, give me an average week, like how many jobs
in
you
a
apply
week, in a week, well, if you enter like 40, 50, yeah.
in a week.
Yeah, if you enter 40, 50.
Amazing.
If you enter 40, 50.
Amazing.
Because, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, my Apple account was suspended in 2022. There was an issue with the, yeah,
Wow.
please avoid terrible clients. I have two other accounts now, but my main account then was suspended, and because of the issue with the client. Anyway, but by the time the account was suspended, I think I had like 2,000 proposals submitted.
How many thousand?
About 2,000, if not more, since
2,000. 2,000.
yes.
Boy, you guys is not a chilling guy at all. It's not
I
chilling at all.
can't hit that 100K now.
Okay, I can't 100K.
If I was suspended, it was
Whoa.
100K.
Wonderful. Fantastic. That's amazing.
I
That's
apply a lot, yeah.
Okay, Tobi, are you back? Tobi, are you back now? Thank you so much, Mike-Dave, for your question. Tobi, are you back now?
Yeah, I'm kind of back. I wouldn't say back,
Yeah,
but I'm back. Yeah, I can
and
talk.
just answer my question. I asked the question. I said, so on average, how many pitches do you do a day, and what determines the clients that you pitch to?
Well. Do I have a number to the pitches I do a day? Because for LinkedIn, you might need to be more strategic with your pitching, because you literally can't pitch everybody. So what I do is that, for me, I try to have a set number of clients that per time I try to have around 6 to 7 clients or more. And why is that? The freelance space is a volatile space. You don't want to be left
Yep.
hanging.
Yeah.
So once I see that I'm falling below that threshold, then I go and hunt again. So I wouldn't say have a set number, because it's more based on my pitching is more on research basis. I go to my niche, and I try to see agencies rather. I try to see agencies, or so basically per time. Yeah, I usually look through. If I'm looking through someone's LinkedIn page, I'm not just doing it to admire it. Okay, maybe I do that sometimes, but rarely. I do that to see the companies that they've worked with, and sometimes I might just note it down. Then I check the companies. I go to their people's page. I try to check for the HRs and the people that they've worked with, or the HRs or the CEO. Then once I say that I try to fall below that threshold, I try to apply. And that thing is that for me, if I'm pretty sure if I try to pitch, I might get a lot of results, and you don't want to be too overwhelmed such that you will not deliver as well. So I just try to maintain. Personally, for me, I pitch, but I wouldn't say it's like I do the pitching like pitching. I just try to have like a threshold of a set number of clients. If I fall below that threshold, then I go to pitch again. So for me, when you know that I'm looking for money on LinkedIn, it's either you see me post or you just see me being online and active. You go know say something done they soft. This guy they find money.
Toby, my
That kind
God.
of thing.
Okay, so now, but okay, before you go, I wanted to ask you, so what, so you're saying that you maybe take an HR, is it only people that have openings in their company you pitch, or you just enter a random person's
No,
DM that,
I dey always check am. If I no really care if you get opening or you no get opening, I go start
so
throw my pitch.
you just tell them that, oh, I'm Toby, I can write some articles for
I dey
you.
offer the services. I dey find money. Okay, they feel read am. They can. It's implied. It's implied. I offer the services. Yada 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 yada. And yeah.
Toby, you
So
know what you're
no.
going to do for me. Okay, go on.
Yeah. So basically, because it's not everybody. Some companies they obviously will be hiring, but they will not let you know. Yeah. And so your own job is to just pitch. And sometimes on Upwork, so you will see some of those agencies, then plenty anyhow. You fit go blah blah blah, search the agency, type, check the people section, and do the needful too. When you check the people section, you know the decision makers in the companies too. Basically, yeah, one of the key points to pitching is sometimes use Upwork. Sometimes when you check people's profiles and do dig deep. Check one person's profile, check the people section, enter that people section again. Check just be swimming from profile to profile, You will shall see companies that you can pitch. When you are swimming from one, don't go and look at any Nigerian company. They go kill you with 100K. But you get my point. They feel wound you. But yeah, so basically what I do is like I look through a lot of, especially for the niches I'm trying to like work with. I just look through a lot of people's profiles. It's good. It's not like you are stalking them. Maybe you are stalking them, but you are not stalking them because you are admiring or you love them or anything, or you are trying to toast them. You are researching. It's like a way to research. Just look through a lot of profiles. Look through. You will see companies. There are a lot of companies in this life. You don't even go know. Companies choke. I think LinkedIn has about 5 billion or 3 billion. LinkedIn has like one of the highest number of users in the world. So companies choke that place. Companies to choke. In fact, you don't need, like I said I try to do 5 to 7. I know I'm not trying to work with the whole world. Just find 5 or 7 people that pay you solid money. In fact, if you those 5 to 7, let's say you can account for. In fact, if you don't do $2,000, maybe $600, 6 times 7, 42, $4,200. You do now. If you do that one times 1.6 or 1,590, depending on who is your exchanger. It's solid now.
Solid now.
You try.
Body post and look on this. So I saw your post now. You do. I just laugh. I said, Toby, don't go. You bought the ride. You go post
I dey cook actually. Now cook it.
Okay, they cook. I don't know. Say you get plan. Okay. You say, Toby say I don't usually do this. You don't usually do this. You don't usually do this, but you are doing it. Let's just continue this conversation. All right. Thank you so much. Toby. All right. Wow. Amazing. Thank you so much. So now, one of the reasons why I like this meeting and the way it's going, is the fact that we have a mix of perspectives. You have a mix of perspectives. You have people that have done both now. Me, I've been an awful guy. It was last year I spoke to Toby and Toby was like, there's still try LinkedIn. I said, what? And I've just been there for like 6 months, just content posting. I don't talk from good morning. You said, I'm happy. It makes sense. And what I like about LinkedIn is I can negotiate my prices much easily. Upwork, because on Upwork now they just post their job and they have their prices. So be able to mute yourself. I think the echo is so much.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, yeah. So as I was saying, I said you should mute yourself. It was entry. Yeah, thank you. So I think it was I think on Upwork, you have the client says I want to pay you for $200, and then they're not willing to give you that many times because you have like 50 freelancers already vying for that $200. And one guy from India will say, "Don't worry, I'll do it for you for $50." For LinkedIn, my wife was looking at my negotiation with one of the clients that I just got on LinkedIn because she was like, let's say I just a call price. I said, yes, so the guy he said this. I said no. Is this one, this one, this one? I think all the times. I don't know that. Yeah. So I think LinkedIn gives you a much stronger hold now. But LinkedIn now, you have to show your worth. Your profile has to be talking, and you have to be posting. And that's what I talked about. We talk about it in case step, get to write about us. You have to position yourself right to prove to people that I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah. So now I also want to ask another question now. So, but one of the things you can see from both people, from even myself inclusive, is that you have to be consistent, whichever path you choose to take. My gift said he's doing almost 50, 40, 50, 60 proposals per week. And that's something else. You know how long that takes. So you have to be willing to sit down. And if you're just starting out, then it's not just a child's play. Personally, at this stage now, I don't. I chilled a bit after I started getting some big clients. So, although I think I'm going to, I like Tobi has given me more ginger. I think I like his threshold, like 6 to 7 clients. That's a very good threshold. I think I will get more ginger. I don't get more ginger like this now. So there's this tendency to relax once you get a big client. You just chill like I don't everything non-stop. And then the challenge is that when they just give you red card, then freelance being a freelancer means they can fire you anytime without any benefit, without any there's no need for any for the one of the I was reading when I was signing the contract. It said we can fire you anytime. Like this contract can be terminated by the party without any prior notice. And my last job, I was working with a company in UK. You probably must have seen it. We were working together for about 2, 3 months. I mean, it was like more of a full time role. And the pay was good. And all of a sudden, the guy just messaged me that, Alpha, something. There's no clinical, the company's not making sales. They cannot keep paying me again. I had to go and all of that. And it was just amazing to me that, thank God that other clients did. Say, if now only that one can't do like this now, we say person no even sabi doing. Saying a serious problem with that. Anyway, so that's one of the things that the consistency is very important. Personally, I do about 60 per month on Upwork actually. Although I've chilled a bit. I've not applied for a job like this in a month or so. But I'll get back there. Maybe at the end of this month. I have a lot of things I plate. The course has taken my time. It's not easy sitting down to push something together. I really took up my time. Anyway, yeah. So I think it was one of the things I have observed about myself is consistency. I talk about it in course, a system of execution where I already know my response rate. I'm able to gauge it. Okay, if I apply for maybe 10 jobs, 5 to 10 jobs, I'll get one. It's always like that. I'll get at least maybe 2 responses and I'll get one job. Almost always like that. So I just be okay, fine. If I get a job per week, it's not bad. But my job has given me extra ginger like I'm saying I just double up. If I get like two, bad at all. Money can never be too much. That's one of the things I learned. Money can never be too much anyway. So yeah. All right. Yeah. So okay. At this point in time, I just want to give opportunity. If you have a question, just raise your hand. We want to wrap up very soon. This is very busy. You see, my give now. You get baby. He has to be attentive, baby. Tobi no get. Tobi go and marry. Tobi go and marry. Can't be. This carry all this package this money and just spend it on yourself. Go and marry. Go and find babe. Go and find babe. Settle down. Tobi, I know a small boy again. Please. Anyway, all right. So yeah, I just saw is raising up hand. Who else? Another person? You have any questions for them?
This morning I did drive my babe go out, Shana. The noise where you dey hear me that. But yeah,
Oh
we
yeah,
accept
oh
the
yeah,
shade.
oh yeah. Please, so. Wait. Let me greet her. Tell her we are greeting her. That we are saying hi to her. Thank you. We thank her for giving you the privilege to greet her because we know that Hope you show that your former pictures, of how you used to look like before. But okay, let's not go there. Oh my god. All right. Yeah. So I just want to ask a question. Who else has a question? Please? So yeah, I just want to ask a question. Just so we don't have questions. I just want to not be the one. I just want is working with one company in US. So she's writing psychology blog for her. They are paying that good money every month. The other people that are just trying to start explaining to ask questions to me, but manage this guy's questions. Probably that want to start out. Okay. And I started probably some of it because this is new. So you don't even have the experience of okay. When you start there, I know many questions you start popping up and all of that. That's all right. That's okay. I guess okay. If I just want please go on. Mrs. Olajire, please go and ask the question. That's my wife, by the way. So just go on.
Okay. Thank you so much for the huge privilege. I mean, it's amazing. Okay, so I'll just go straight to my question. Please, this question goes to Mr. Tobi. You mentioned having like 6 to 7 clients. Let's say they're just paying like 600 steady, like each of them. So my question is, how do you manage or balance that? Because I have worked with several companies and I know how demanding and time consuming it can be, to deliver for these clients. So when you have those kind of high, those kind of top clients that can pay at that range, how do you sustain 7? And of course, the aim is not just 7. So if you're going to scale up like that, what's the structure you have in place to manage that? For people that are aspiring to, keep, expanding in in this space.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. So, Tobi Alpha.
Okay. Yes. So I'm trying to answer and drive, sir. God help me. So yeah. Basically, you have to operate as an agency. You are a freelancer. You are also a business person. So you are operating as an agency. So basically, I outsource. You just have to like have a certain standard and be able to oversee. You have to be like more like a manager, so to speak, like a project manager. So basically, you are getting the gigs, and you know that you are getting outsourcing to the best hands. And obviously, so you also have to know your craft. So you are not just outsourcing, but you know your craft as well. So you know that your work has to have certain quality that the client wants. You have to vet it, and basically, you have to be what's that word now? Hold on. I'm driving and trying to answer at the same time. It's double brain work.
I don't want you to say. I don't want you to. Which is
Yeah.
important.
So the word that is in my head is that you have to also be very, very. You have to be a no nonsense person. You have to be ruthless with maybe not ruthless, so to speak, but just make sure that whoever you're outsourcing to, because you're an agency, has to give you there's a certain quality that you have to have because your clients expect that you have a certain quality as well. So you have to always make sure that that quality is maintained. If not, if whoever you're outsourcing to messes up, so you also mess up and you lose the job. So that is how I do it.
Wow, fantastic! Thank you so much. That's great. Actually, I mean, I think that's one of the things that I've learned. The only person I've met is one crazy freelancer
Okay.
that I've met.
Thank you.
So we want to say something.
Okay, and testimony, hold on. Yeah.
Okay.
So my baby was also saying something today. Don't mind me. Say I did drive, so my brain just be in 2 places. Yeah. So also like the way I manage my writers too is that I also have I have a Trello board. So it's good to have like a project management system where, and when I talk about being ruthless is maybe not ruthless. I think it's too deep a word. Is that you have already put down the task. There's a Trello board. You know when it's supposed to deliver. When it's supposed to send in the assignments, if they are edits. So basically, rather than doing the whole I'm sending, so some people assign tasks to their writers, they assign it on WhatsApp and everything. It's not the best place. So you just have to have systems that work. So
Fantastic! Wow.
now why they go to have babe like that? They go to remind you of things where you forget.
Yes, yes.
Just to
They
keep
always
that
remind
one.
you. Even the one we don't forget, they will also add join. That one, I know.
I
Say no.
can't say yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. So, wow. Systems. Wow. Wow. This is amazing. You know what? What you just said and what Toby said now, I will include it in my course. I'll talk about it in my course. I'm going to add it to my course like this. Toby, I don't collect something from where you talk like this now. I can go add that to my course. So as you don't, I'll come elaborate on top. This is very nice, actually. Very good stuff. We do it in writer school now, but I just didn't pay so much attention to it now. I think, I hope you're taking attention to this. We are going to move all our systems to our project management platform. I know they like. I think we actually tried it once, but we didn't follow through with it. So we move it. Amazing stuff. That's very, very, very nice. So if you're writing writer school, you already know that you are moving to Trello. Yeah. I like Trello. I use Trello. I use Trello. I use Spark. Trello. I use Trello. I use Trello a lot. I used it when I was working in one company. That was in 2022. One company in the US like that. They pay me almost $2,000 per month that time. And I was doing my house job then. It was very soft. How were you able to say, hey, Emmanuel, this is my guy. Emmanuel is my guy. How were you able to sell yourself to land your first work despite having limited successful projects to showcase? I like this question. Great. And this is from someone, Emmanuel has got my course, so he's ready for work. I like this thing there too. Amazing. So who wants to answer? Mike-Dave, are you there? Mike-Dave Stalo. So we be like saying, now you go answer this one again. Mike-Dave don't run away. Wife don't call am comot. So how were you able to land your first work despite having limited successful projects to showcase? Well, okay, go on.
Testimony is question directed to me.
Yes.
Okay, well they drive, Shami. So please ask again. It's nice to do
As
two things at a time.
yeah, I get it. I'm not even comfortable with it. So when you are driving like
Now my woman they
where
hold my phone, Shami,
where
because
you
I
are
wanted to
going?
connect to the Bluetooth, but I couldn't. It would have even been
Okay.
easier.
Oh, okay,
But
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, in your very early days as a freelancer, how are you able to sell yourself to land your first work despite having limited successful projects to showcase?
Almost here. Well, I think that question can also be rephrased as if you were starting again or if you are starting as a beginner, how do you do it?
Yeah,
Just create as the honest thing is just create as many samples as nobody's going to hire. Create as many samples as you can create. Look for places that you can publish, you can get exposed. Build a
fantastic,
portfolio. Have Akanun allows you to even post with like editors
fantastic.
editing your work. And if you know
Wow.
like Akanun, if editors know they edit your work, carry work, put for Medium. Look for writers that are in that niche of yours and see the kind of things that they write, the kind of articles that they write, and then
Amazing,
try to
amazing,
understand it and create
amazing,
samples in that
amazing.
regard. Just create samples, and pitch. You might now do the ruthless pitching. Start pitch, just the pitch they go. One person go shall hire you. Then yeah, another rule of thumb here in the freelancing industry that is unsaid. They avoid Pakistanis or all those Indians. Some are nice, but the ones that raised in the US. But the ones will be called Pakistani, your eye go chook. So just avoid those ones. As you dey pitch, no carry your pitch go their side or as newbie. Oh, you go. Now, one more, I be like saying na lax all those Pakistanis they pay. You go dey pitch for lax.
Na like the now.
But yeah, just try to pitch. Then also your clients don't necessarily have to come from the UK. They are even very good clients. So apparently, I have a friend. Is a very big journalist as well. Listens to like journalist stuff, and most of his friends are in Israel too. So Israel is also so there are countries outside the UK and the US too that also like
Yes,
pay very well. So Israel is a those guys
Dubai,
get
UAE.
money. Yeah, Dubai UAE. They even call him for conferences, and I think he's attended like I think last time I checked his CV. So his name is Kolawole Samuel Adebayo. He's a very chill guy.
I'll
Big
go and look
too.
for him on Instagram
He's
Connect.
very big, and Israel too. He has a lot of friends. He's gone to like a convention where they invited like I think like some people from TechCrunch. He writes for Fast Company. So basically,
Okay.
the point I'm trying is I'm not trying to blow his own or anything, but look beyond. Sometimes look beyond the US, the UK, the other countries
Yeah.
outside the US and the UK. You can go to Asia, but no near Indians and Pakistanis, as they carry your waka go Asia. But yeah, create samples. Just create enough samples and pitch. And you can get like maybe a third eye, second eye to look at what you wrote, especially for people you admire, and let them tell you what they think about your articles. If there are things that you can improve on, then have like a silent mentor that you follow to see how they do their stuff. Yeah, and trust me, you will get work.
All
It's
right.
not that deep.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right. Emmanuel, thank God you are both my friends, so I will mentor you well advice. I may be silent mentor. You did that. So one of the things that, as I said, you have to learn. You have to create something. So you can unmute your, you can mute yourself. So one of the things you must understand is that Emmanuel, you create opportunities for yourself. Don't just sit back. Yeah, I remember that there was a job I got. I got the job. I got the job. I saw the sound. I saw that this job I can do it, but I didn't have sample. I wrote the sample and then I submitted the sample for a job and I got the job. I saw it. I sat down. I'm a very fast writer, so I can write. So I typed. I sat down, typed the something, just made research, put things together. Submitted the job with the sample and I got the job. Yes. So the truth of the matter is that many times many people just I think one of the challenges with switching from some of us are professionals, you are many people are brainwashed or there's this system of you sit back, apply for a job, let them give you a job, let them be paying you job. That's the mentality many people have. Now switching it to you going after what you want. That this is the kind of client I want to work with, this is the kind of job I want to do. Now That's different. And that requires a lot of effort on your side. So you're not just going to sit down and be like, I'm going to apply. I don't apply as a rule of thumb. I don't apply for any of those jobs on LinkedIn. I mean, all those places where they say they're hiring. I really do, because I observed that. I mean, when you have 100 people applying for something, it's much easier for me to pitch to people that and get a response from them. But that's going to go and be applying on where they have 100 applicants, 200 applicants, and somebody's applying from US, UK, and they will be discriminating against you as Nigerian. I think some people maybe it worked for them, but I just decided no, I'm not doing that. Pitch to people, look for more opportunities like comments, like DMs. Some of them are subtle. Not many people would have applied. Quickly get there, enter their DM, talk. I still pitched some people this last week. I got response from about two of them. Probably complete the deal by this next week. So you have to be ready to go all out. Writer School, for instance, our website, for all those people that bought the course, our website is going to be open we're going to have a section where we are going to give you the opportunity to make a post, and it will be in your name. We'll create a profile for you, so that if you are starting out, you want to talk about something, we'll create a section for that. And I'm thinking I said, as we go on, if many more people buy my course and I'm happy, I might open about 3 or 4 more websites, standard websites, where we give people the opportunity to write. Right. We did it for our last graduate. We did it for Writers School Academy. But this was not Writers School Academy. We developed different niches where we have people write, so that it can be like a sample board for you where, last you want to apply for any job, you can easily always refer to it, because I do have your name on it. So for everybody that's bought the course, that's one of the things that I'm going to bring for you guys. So there's a lot of advantage, a lot of perks that you get. Don't worry, you're not starting working with me. You're not starting with. One of the things when you're working with a mentor or someone that's done before, you're not starting from scratch. You are starting with experience of what has worked before. And if you are patient enough to sit down, calm down, and grow it, you start having results in no time. You are going to be having a lot of closed sessions for those guys that bought the course. A lot of closed sessions. Most likely, when I will bring it to be again, it's really for people that bought the course. I don't know, maybe it's not going to be for you. I mean, I don't know, depending on how I feel. But I'm going to be having a lot of closed sessions where I'm going to bring some of my friends that are really successful at different. We've had Upwork, we've had LinkedIn. I'm going to go and find somebody for Fiverr. I will most likely drag Chris back here again, because my goal is I want you to make money from it. I know one of the beautiful things that I said, once you get into this space, you don't know how far it will take you. I'm telling you the truth. You don't know how far it's going to take you. You'll be surprised. You think that maybe you might not end up being a freelance writer, like what Mike is doing now. Mike started from freelancing, and then Mike has gotten to a point where he's working with an AI company where they're paying him. You might end up in something like that. You might end up in something really different. But this is just like an opening for you that exposes your mind to the amount of possibilities. I have friends that started out writing, but then they discovered that they are very good at virtual. They just landed jobs as virtual assistants, and from there they just picked up a career in virtual assistants, and then you start moving on like that. There are people I know like that. So many times you don't know when you start out. So I never thought I would get to this point where I'm going to make it a course. If you asked me in 2018, I never saw myself that in 2024 I will be writing, doing courses, organizing webinars, writing. It was never in any of my dreams. So that's the beautiful thing about exposing yourself to stuff like this. And there are a lot of opportunities that come. I'm telling you that you will be surprised. You'll be surprised that recently a guy, that the money he was asking for £50,000, like £20,000. He wanted me. He just looked at my profile, and from looking at my profile, he was telling me he wanted me to be a rep for their company. That he wants me to buy some shares in their company, and I will be owning the Nigerian enterprise. The company is a medical device company. So he messaged me, started me up. That I had a call with him, got on a call, we discussed and all of that. So what's me? And he said, I'll go and find 50,000. I don't have to be the one, but I can get someone or something. I'll get £50,000 that will now buy a stake into their company, so I can own the rights to Nigeria. I say £50,000. Oluwa, God is hearing it. No, let's be going, please. No, the. I don't. That's the kind of way I have to be buying. If I have that, I'd rather build my company when I have it anyway. I'd rather build my company and build it and take that as school, because I have no plans for that school anyway. Yeah. So, my point is that a lot of opportunities come to you. One company approached me from India, but I didn't work with them. They wanted to be paying me $600 every month to help them apply for just Upwork. When they saw my profile on Upwork, that they have made a lot of money in Upwork and all of that, blah blah blah. I said, okay, that's fresh. I mean, we've been working as a Nigerian, all of that. That's not that. I mean, yeah. I said, okay, no wala. But I didn't do it because number one, it was an Indian, and I felt our guys, I don't want to enter their. I told them I'll pay it's 1,000. I'll pay 1,000. This was last 2 years actually, but but I didn't. I decided I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to go ahead and all that. So my point is, I mean, it's possible. There are a lot of possibilities that come with opportunities like this. So if nobody goes, go and buy the course. There's no more excuse. And if you have to start getting ready, it's going to change your life. I mean, really, literally, it does. I mean, literally everybody I know around me that freelance, they are not. Some of them are not as big as we are. Some of them are still okay. They're average. So, but there's a difference. There's a bit more flexibility they have with the choices that they make. And for me, that was the most important thing. That was the most important thing. Yeah. So guys, it's been an amazing time. Toby, thank you so much for coming around. I know your baby's joining me. Thank you so much for releasing Toby for us. We're so grateful. Toby, you tell me her name later after this class. We just about her because last time we spoke, you and me, we were talking about you not telling me you had big. What you were saying was somebody that was doing anyhow before. But anyway, don't let me cast you. Your baby's there. But there's nobody. It was before, so that I'm not putting me in trouble. Oh my god. All right. Yeah, so but talk about that later. But it was really nice having you around. I think my day was going to attend to the baby. That's one of the happens when you're married, you have a kid. But you can see that one of the things I want to say is that when you get into spaces like this, it gives you a choice on what you can do. All of us are young. We are very young, like all of us. Myself and Toby. I'm married I got married last year. One of the reasons why I could do that was because I had, something else that was coming. I mean, basically, I put the bills, everything, married, getting everything was. I mean, and now what we are doing till now, you know, I'm currently now. I took a break of medicine for a while. I've not been going to work. I don't think I'll probably still go back there. But for me, is it I have a choice? Okay, I'm not doing it because I need to make money. I'm doing it because okay, I think it's an opportunity, and I'm always doing all those things. Big wedding, money, my wedding. I beg, pack yourself. The wedding is a big wedding. Oh my god. So I mean one of the things I said is the ability to choose, that freedom that it brings, that you can sit down. I mean, you can obviously tell both of us, none of us here, we're not living the average lifestyle of maybe doctors or pharmacists. We are not. That's the next truth. Me, I'm a very conservative person. So it's just, I mean, I can't remember the last time I bought clothes for myself was when it was like, testimony, you can't be looking like this. Myself and my wife were talking about the testimony. What is all this? What's all this? I had to just vex, enter market, go and buy shit. I was buying clothes, The guy don't even sabi me, buy bulk. So I just bought something, okay, fine. Because I'm not so much of the, I don't let's just be doing gentle. I'm telling you, it was a struggle for me to bring out myself and start talking about what I do. It was I had to message my pastor. I'm being sincere with you guys. Like I wasn't so I'm not that kind of person. I like me. I just do my thing for quiet. Maybe to just be pure. Maybe to just be sweet like that. But we are here now, and I know that a lot of people are getting some value from what I'm doing. I'm encouraged by this. So guys, please, I'm so glad you guys are around. We are going to. I'm developing. My plan is to grow a community from what we are doing. My plan is to grow a community from what we are doing. So I'm being intentional, but I can't be exerting a lot of energy on people that I cannot account for. When I see people buy my course from me, it signals commitment. It signals that okay, this person is willing to invest in himself, and then I'm willing to give. Many people enter my DM, testing me to right. I mean, this last year alone, a lot of people have entered my DM, but they're not serious. I don't take them seriously. And the reason is because I can't be exerting myself with someone that eventually they say, you know work, Gary. When you buy a course now, for me, the kind of person I am, you guys work. I'm telling you, there's no, I will sit down with it until it works. That's the kind of person, especially when I know I can't do it. That's the kind of person I am. I don't have time for. I bought a course last week or 2 weeks ago. I bought a course. I started using the thing I learned in the course, and it started working. This webinar is a product of the thing I learned in the course. This webinar I'm doing is a product of it. So I know I'm that's the kind of person. I don't sit down. I'm thinking of buying that course maybe next week on something around in influencing and all that. And once I get it, I will hold the guy by his neck like this until I get what I want to get, until I become successful with that. That's the kind of person. You heard what Toby said. To Toby, the same thing. Said he got a mentor, someone that was held him by the hand, LinkedIn, and all of that. I'll probably ask him to send the link of some of these people if you're interested in this person. That's the way it works. So you have to be dogged. You don't imagine the course you studied in school. It took you 4 years to sit down with it, and we're not paying you anything. You're just going to class every day for 4 5 years to come out. And some of you are not earning so great with it. So, when you have this kind of opportunity that you can actually earn, sometimes sometimes I even sometimes I think some low paying job, I didn't remember. But when I think about that, it's not low paying you, it's low paying when you look at it that because when I calculate how much I'm earning in a week, it's probably the salary for many doctors for 2 months. For me, it's low paying. Yes, I'm like, but I can run, I can run. Let's just use that for change. Aloma fishing, just use to tap my gel about fishing. Yes, that's the way it is. Yeah. So what's come to us, it can't be as bad as how much they're paying us it's a $5 per hour job. $5 per hour job. If you run that for 40 hours in a week, that's $200. It's still more than what many doctors and many pharmacists are earning, and many professionals. Yeah, a $5 per hour job. Now that's what many of us is very. You are doing for 40 hours per week. That's $200. If you convert that to naira, that's 300K per week. Per week, a $5 per hour job, and these are very low rates. These are very low. I hope you guys get what I'm saying. I hope you guys get what I'm saying. Like, I hope you understand what I'm saying. Like, wow, sorry, I was feeling like, let me unpin. I hope you guys are following what I'm saying. I'm trying to give you perspective here. Even you get a $5 per hour job and you're working for 40 hours, as a doctor, you will most likely work for more than 40 hours. As a doctor, you work for more than 40 hours. I know Tobi was saying something like that. You go raw farm. See, I did a job recently in the last 2 months or so. I was working 40 hours too, and I was doing my job as a doctor. Ladies and gentlemen, I found a way around it. Are you joking? Are you joking? Moshe Papo. Writing articles. I was writing one article per week. Okay, yeah. I was writing one article per week. So I'll sit down, make research, write the article, and I was doing this combined as a doctor. So many people say, "Can you find a way around it?" Though you find a way around it, and I'm still married. Yeah, it's not easy. My wife was asking that question because the job she does now, but my wife is a clinical psychologist. Basically, and what she earns in a week is probably what's more than what some people earn in a month, 2 months, sometimes plus, and that's the truth. And I'm wondering, I'm looking at it that if not for, I can't even imagine our lives on living on that salary. I don't, honestly, I can't. I would rather see, let's say there's a month where freelancing you don't get so many clients. I would rather sit there in my house applying for 100 jobs than begin to doing some locum somewhere as a doctor. Now, no offense to any doctor, okay? I'm just trying to give you perspective. I'd rather sit there in my house applying for 100 jobs because I know if I get one job, even if it's just $500, it's more than what I will earn working 31 months, 31 days or 30 days jumping around. So that's why this is a skill, please learn it. Get the most of it. So get my course is going to help you. Come around for meetings like this. You see, again, another way I know people are serious. You find free meetings like this. You see people sharing knowledge. Look at great speakers like Tobi and Mike-Dave that came around sharing from their world of experience. You will not see people there. You don't enter your game saying that, please, I want to learn writing. How are you going to learn what? I don't have your time. You're wasting my time. Get out of my game. I don't see any commitments to it. So commitment is very important. And that's why I say get a course. Somebody was telling me about Faith. Thank God she's here now. He was telling me about her in church and he was like, this is my friend. I want you to help out. I said, I she bought my course. He was laughing. I said, God, tell her, where's the very course? I'm focusing my energies on people that are making a commitment. I also make a commitment to them to make sure that they get this thing right as well. All right, once again, guys, it was an amazing time. I mean, all of our meetings have been back-to-back hits. I tell you from our last. Oh, yeah, I bought it. Oh, did that cost, Misha? Yeah, you went there. Correct. Tell your friends about it. And I'll just start hinting you. I'm planning something big for Creative Fair for OAU, for students now. This course is more for professionals without out of school. I'm planning something big for students because you can see all of us here, myself, Tobi, Mike-Dave, and many of my friends, all of us started in school. So there's something that students should be doing when they're in school. There's something you should be doing about yourself, about your life. You should be thinking. For me, this revelation came in part 4. I have to end this meeting in 5 minutes. I have a church program by 9 o'clock and I cannot go late. So we end it. Well, I'll just give that. This revelation dawned on me in part 4. I look at medicine, I look at how much they're earning, and it does not make any sense to me. I can't believe in my life like this. How long do I have to work before I save $1 million? I can make $1 million in a month. Easily, no stress. You get, but somebody has to work for 4 months, sometimes 3 months. How much you make 5 million? You have to probably work a year. Some people cannot even end that in a year from medicine. They say you're working like a horse. My God, it didn't make a lot of sense to me. And that was for me, that was the turning point. I'm smart. I was one of the best students in pre-degree. So we were 1086. I'm very good. But for part 2, part 3, I was just trying to say, let me put effort that I want to be among the best. When I go to part 4, I made up my mind. I'm going to pass. I'm not going to have any issues. Some people is okay if you are a distinct personality, but for me, that was a value. I'm not interested in distinction. I want to pass. I'll be a good doctor, but I have to make money. I have to be very comfortable with my life. I want to live a comfortable life. I know I want to live a very, very. It's a value. I know they follow anybody joke. I know I know they play with it. I know they play with it. I think you also have to have that kind of drive that look, whatever it takes, I'm going to get this. You know, I agree that things are a bit tougher than now, but also a lot of opportunities are also opening up that were not in 2018 when many people started. Tobi started 2017, I started 2018. You know, Mike-Dave started 2021. Well, times have changed, okay, yeah, but there are many opportunities that were not there, and that's what you stand to gain now. So you can explore them. Mike-Dave just talked about one about AI now. I'm telling you, I'm going to go and check it out after this meeting. You know, okay, send me, okay, you know, anything towards my Russian, you know. So guys, I mean, so please take this seriously. And I want to see more. Talk to your friends about it too. We have plans for Creative Fair. We are coming to it powerfully before the end of this year. I have a great plan, very great. I will not tell you guys about it yet, but it's going to start from next month, from August. I want this course to, you know, maybe stabilize a bit. I've exerted myself a lot doing this course. Then we'll start to enter Creative Fair. Yeah, because there are a lot of things students should be doing for when they're in school. Don't just be going to agglomos, looking for girls, looking for boys. Don't waste your life. All the girls you are chasing now, when you come out of school, they don't have time because they start looking for guys that have more things to offer. You just sit down there looking. Well, anyway, so it's all right. So we'll be sending this recording to people that you know, probably you have your mails there. So please, I want to say, check your mails. If you didn't get a mail from Shola or Writer School, please check your spam and make sure you move into the primary, because most of what we'll be sending will be through Shola or Writer School. That's our guy. So let's make sure you put him in primary. Check your spam. If you receive a mail, move him to primary so that you'll be able to get mails from us going forward. All right, guys. It was an amazing time with you. Thank you so much for coming. I'm so excited that you guys are here. Tobi, thank you so much. I mean, you are amazing. You are amazing. You are amazing. Great, great stuff. Mike-Dave, you're not here, but thank you so much for the knowledge you shared with us. I mean, these are premium. These are years of experience, things you've learned from trial and error, and you're just bringing it to us for free. Thank you so much. You are amazing, guys. I know we are still going to do a lot of things together. We are still going to do more things together. I think when we are going to Tobi will most likely come. I don't know. My game is in it already, so that was very easy to get it. I think that maybe more just I just said it, guys. And then Chris, so Chris to finish from me first. Chris is also amazing. Chris is very crazy. I don't know if you know Chris. He finished from Chem. Very crazy guy. He mastered Upwork, mastered Fiverr, enter LinkedIn. He discovers niches and then writes in them. Chris is an amazing person. It was here in April, and it was, my God, it was bomb. Chris. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Amazing. You. My regards to Tobi's babe. Thank you for once again for raising us in. I believe I will be talking later on when me and Tobi talk. All right. So
Yeah, bye bye.
bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. All right, guys. Have a wonderful night. Take care of yourself. We'll be adding